Every day is a new experience here in the Antarctic, and this is one that you just don't want to miss. We're about to go out on the Zodiac and explore this incredible landscape. The Zodiacs are made for professional use in the harshest environments, and yet are surprisingly comfortable. There's something very special as you move towards land. It is incredible. The magnitude of everything you're looking at here is just enormous. That huge glacier is also looking like it's going to calve. At some point, it's going to dump probably hundreds or thousands of tons of ice back into the water. And it's really exhilarating when you're getting closer. Joining me on today's trip on the water is David McGonigal.
Most people come down the first time for the penguins and the wildlife, but I think the guides keep coming back for the ice because the ice is just endlessly fascinating. It's always changing. If you're in an area with icebergs, no two icebergs are the same, and it's kind of a wonder. It's like being in a Rodin gallery.
Well, it's quite a beautiful day here in Antarctica. The sun's out, it's not that cold.
Don't sound so surprised, Trevor. This is the Antarctic Peninsula, which is kind of the banana belt. Generally, the temperature around here is like -3 to +3, but the wind chill makes all the difference. And today we've just got a beautiful, like it's been a bluebird day with hardly any wind. So it's been a delight.
The aroma in the air is pretty special too, just at the moment.
It is. We've got some nesting blue-eyed shags behind us, and think about lots and lots of chicken on a fish diet.
Ugh. Oh, that's not pleasant, but they are quite spectacular birds and obviously incredibly tough. Then David assures us of a surprise just nearby, something you wouldn't anticipate encountering amidst the icebergs. Well, David, what a magnificent day to be exploring and finding an old shipwreck. I love shipwrecks because I always feel there's a great story behind them. What's the story behind this?
This one's more a kind of story of a bit of a disaster rather than a kind of great story of heroics. This was a whaling factory ship, and the factory ships were, you could have lots of little boats going out, catching whales, coming back to the ship, unloading the whale carcasses, and then they get flens broken down to the oil, and the oil would be melted down and put in barrels. And this one at its peak carried 42,000 gallons of oil at the end of the season. So when it was absolutely packed with oil, they'd finished the season, they were ready to celebrate, and they were having a party below deck. Maybe there was dancing, but someone knocked over a candle, it set fire to the ship.
No.
The whole 42,000 very flammable gallons went up. The captain was smart enough and sober enough to actually run the ship up here. All the men got off the ship and all of them were rescued and were safe.
They survived.
Yep, so there was no lives
in these
lost.
Conditions,
which
incredible.
Yeah.
Being able to explore this unique landscape in a Zodiac at water level is a completely unique experience. And the things that you learn from your guides as you're going along, well, they're things that will stay with you forever. And that's why Viking is the thinking person's cruise line.